Hi everyone! We're finally ready to create a budget. So you've done most of the work already by calculating your monthly income, your monthly expenses, and identifying your financial goals. However, now is the time to apply ways that you can meet your needs for less money, spend less money on wants, and negotiate spending less money on obligations. This is also where you incorporate your financial goals, which will likely increase your savings each month. So to write a budget, we're going to start by taking your monthly income. And in this example, I'm going to use $2,000 as my monthly income. Next, I will record all of my needs, and I will try to meet these needs in the most inexpensive way possible. So my first need is rent, and I'm going to say that my rent is $600 a month. Maybe I have some roommates. So it's suggested that your housing costs are 30% of your income. However, I recognize that the housing prices in Madison often make that pretty impossible. So if you are looking for a place to rent, be mindful of the 30% of your income as just a loose guideline when you're looking for a place. For example, if your rent is 50% of your income, that probably won't be sustainable long term. So my next expense is utilities. In this example, I'm just going to say it's $50 a month. And to make that achievable, I will take short showers, I will turn off the lights when I leave a room, and I will unplug items that I'm not using in order to save some money on water and electricity. Next, we have groceries. For me, I'll say that's $200 a month. So to make that an achievable budget line, I will cook the majority of my meals at home. I will use coupons. I will buy seasonal produce. I personally don't eat meat, dairy, or eggs. And I also buy in bulk, so that really keeps my cost of groceries down. And while you certainly don't need to follow that completely, you can find other foods that are healthy and that you enjoy and figure out ways to buy them for a bit less money. Next, car insurance is, we're going to say $100 a month just to make this example have some easy numbers. But I only pay my car insurance twice a year. And I need enough money, though, to cover those two $600 payments. So I will save $100 every month so that when it comes time for me to pay my car insurance, I have enough money. Next, I'll say that gas is $50 a month. So to make sure that that's achievable, I will only drive when necessary. I will try to walk and carpool places when that's a feasible option. Next, I have personal and household items at $100 a month. So that could be toiletries, cleaning supplies, the occasional household item that breaks and needs to be replaced. Next, my cell phone bill is $50 a month. Obligations, in this example, I'm using $300 a month, and that is a car loan and credit card debt. And then, so in this example, with my monthly budget of $2,000, I have $500 left over. However, in this example, I didn't include any money for entertainment, dining out, gifts, unexpected expenses, medical bills, etc. I only included the bare minimum here. So that extra $500 every month could be put into a savings account. It could be invested in an IRA or stocks, or it could be used to pay back additional debt that I might have. And it could also be used to include those unincluded expenses that I previously mentioned. So for example, I could save $250 a month for an emergency fund, and I could take the extra $250 to pay off my student loans each month. However, if I wanted some extra money to go out to eat, then I would have to choose to pay off less of my student loan debt that month or save less for my emergency fund. The other option, if I wanted to continue saving $500 a month, I would have to adjust my needs and wants in order to accommodate for the extra spending. So in this example, I did not include cash benefits, entitlements, or in-kind benefits. So just for an example, if I was receiving $50 in food share every month, then I could take my $200 a month food budget, and it would only take $150 out of my earned income because that extra $50 is coming as an in-kind benefit. Another example, if you receive rental assistance, like a Section 8 waiver, your rent would account for less of your earned monthly income, and you could save that extra money, or it would be allocated somewhere else in your budget. So talking about making a budget is nice, but it does you no good if you don't stick to it. So I'd like to talk about a few suggestions on ways that you can try to stick to a budget. One way to stick to a budget is only pay for things in cash. So you can take your budgeted amount of money for each of your expenses and put it into an envelope at the beginning of the month. For example, you'll have one envelope with $200 for that month's groceries and another envelope with $50 for that month's cell phone bill. If you need more money for a certain expense one month, you'll have to choose which other expense you're going to cut back on in order to pay for it, since you only have that limited amount of cash. So if I wanted $10 extra for entertainment, I maybe could take $10 out of my envelope for gas and drive less that month. Another way to stick to a budget and ensure that you're paying certain bills on time, like your rent, car payments, utility bills, and cell phone, is to set up direct withdrawal from your bank account. So whenever those bills are due, the money for that amount of the bill will automatically be taken out of your bank account. So that way, you can't forget to pay the bill, and you can also clearly see how much money you have left over after the bills are taken out of your bank account. And you can see how much money you have for your other needs and wants. However, this method depends on you ensuring that your paycheck remains in your bank account until all of your necessary bills are paid. So this won't work if you get your paycheck and you just go buy a new video game right away, or you get a new pair of shoes without making sure that you have enough of your paycheck left over to cover your rent and utilities and cell phone bill. So overall, the trick to sticking to a budget is holding yourself accountable. This is where your financial goals will come into play. So budgeting in order to achieve a goal can feel much more feasible than just budgeting for no reason at all. So please try to make financial goals that are meaningful to you and believe in yourself. You can make a budget and stick to it.